Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my fifth lesson of D3, chapter number 8, exercise 8C, that is about the sine law. Before going to the lesson, there are some important points that I need to discuss with you. That what is sine law, when and how to apply sine law, and what does the term solution mean, and how many unknowns are there in the triangle. Before going to the lesson, you should have the good command on these questions. And if you're not clear about these questions, you have to watch the previous lesson, for which I'll give the link in the description box. In this lesson, I'll begin my class with question number 4, C part. And let me read the question from the book. Question 4 says that for each of the following triangles ABC, find the unknown angles and sides. And in part C, the given angle is angle C, that is 35.0 degree. Okay, and B, length B is 8.7 and length C is 9.5 centimeter. It's really good to sketch the figure according to the directions given, because the given triangle is ABC. So I've drawn the triangle for you, and I've marked the vertices with capital letters A, B and C, and we know their opposite sides must be marked with small letters. As this is vertex A, so this will be small a, this will be small b, and this side will be small c. We can see that we are given with two sides and one angle only, and the side opposite to given angle is larger than other given sides. Okay, now in order to find the unknown sides and unknown angles of this triangle, we have to apply sine law, because we cannot apply Pythagoras theorem and basic trigonometric ratios, because the triangle is not a right triangle. So let's move to the solution of the question. Okay, according to sine law, first of all, we have to write the basic equation for sine law. In triangle ABC, A, B and C, A upon sine of A equals to B upon sine B, and which is equal to C upon sine C. Now we can see that we are not given with value of length A and angle A, so it will be coming as it is, A upon sine A, and then we can see that B, length B is given, that is 8.7 upon sine B, and then C, 9.5 upon sine 35 degrees. Okay, now if we look at the equation, we can see that if we are looking at this portion of the equation, that 8.7 upon sine B equals to 9.5 upon sine 35 degrees. In the beginning, we'll be taking this portion and we will be finding value of angle B. So the equation will take the form 8.7 upon sine B equals to 9.5 upon sine 35 degrees. Okay, now 8.7 upon sine B will be equal to sine 35. I have to check the value of sine 35 degrees with calculator, and this is 0.5735. okay, 9.5 upon 0.57357, that is 36. After this, I have to go for cross multiplication, that 8.7 multiplied by 0.5736 equals to 9.5 into sine B. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to first get the product of 8.7 with 0.5736, and this gives me 4.99032, and then I have to shift this 9.5 to other side. Divided by 9.5 equals to sine B. Or what we can do is that sine B equals to 4.9 divided by 9.5, 0.5252, 0.5253. And now in order to get value of angle B, I have to take sine inverse of 0.5253, okay, and sine inverse, press shift key and then sine key, and on the display you will have sine inverse 0.5253, and this will give me 31.6 degrees. Angle B equals to 31.68, that can be taken as 0.7 degrees. Okay, now we have calculated one more angle, that is 31.7 degrees. And now for the calculation of third angle, which is angle A, I'm not going to apply sine law. I will just be adding up these two angles, and I have to take away the sum from 180 degrees, because sum of interior angles of triangle is always 180 degrees. Now angle A will be equal to 180 minus this is 35 plus 31.7. okay, so this will give me 35 plus 31.7. the sum is 66.7. 180 minus 66.7, take away 66.7 from 180, and this will give me 113.3 degrees. I hope you are clear how we are finding the values of angles. And now the second problem is to find the other unknown, that is length A. Okay, let me write value of angle A instead of angle A, as this was the rough sketch, so you cannot find the situation of 113 degree. Otherwise you have to, if it is obtuse angle, then the formation of this arm should be outside 113.3 degrees. And now we have to find the value of length A. Let me draw a line over here, okay, so that I can utilize this space for the next working. Now what I have to do, that now I have value of angle A with me. I will be taking this portion A upon sine 113 sine 113.3 equals to, now you can see that this portion is already completely calculated with us. I will be preferring this portion and this fraction, and I always ask it to my students that avoid those calculations that you have done, because they can have some error with them. Now you can see that sine 35 has the value 0.5736, so I will be copying that value as it is, that is 0.5736, and this is A upon, now I have to check the answer of sine 113, sine 113.3 gives me 0.9184. Now what we have to do, we have to go for cross multiplication, and A will take the form 9.5 multiplied by 0.9184 divided by 0.5736. okay, now multiply 9.5 by 0.9184, and this gives me 8.7248 divided by 0.5736. okay, and now I have to divide 0.5736 this by 0.5736, and value of A is 15.21. So I will be taking as 15.2 centimeters. Okay. So you can see that there were how many unknowns? One length was unknown and one angle was unknown. Two angles were unknown. So we have found the value of all three unknowns of the question. Angle B was unknown, that is 31.7, or that can be taken as 32 degrees as well. Approximately angle A is 130 degrees and length A that was not given was 15.2 centimeter. I hope you are clear about this question, and let me move to question number 8 and let's read the question from the book. Question says, in the figure ACD are the 3 points along the straight road where angle ABC equals to 62 degrees and ACB equals to 68 degrees, and B to C distance is 6 meters and C to D is 7.5 meters. What we have to find the distance AC, that we have to find this length AC, the area of the region enclosed by AB, BD, BD and AD. Okay, there are two requirements of this question, that we have to find the distance AC and the second is area enclosed by AB and then BD and AD. So let's move to the solution of the question, and before solution let's look at the diagram carefully. We can see that in triangle ABC two angles are already given, so I can find this third angle easily because we know that sum of interior angles of triangle is always 180 degrees. So this problem can be easily solved. Then the second problem, that we can see that angle ACD is an angle on the straight line. Okay, and some portion of this angle is 68 degrees. If I want to find this remaining portion, what we can do, we can subtract it from 180 degree and I can get this angle. So let's move to the solution of the question. And for the solution of the question, the first requirement is the AC length. Okay, if we look at AC, that is the face opposite to vertex B. So let me mark it with letter B, and this is A and this is C. Now if we look at length B, we have the angle in front of it, but with the reference of this side, we have to equate it either to C with sine 68 or A with sine of A. But the problem is that if I'm taking C with sine 68, I do not have the value of C. And if I'm looking at A, so I need the value of angle A, which is not in the beginning given to me, but I can find it out easily. So let's move to the solution and calculation of angle A first. So first of all, I have to take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, and it's always good to make and draw small figures for the reference and better understanding of your solution, that this is B, this is A and this is C. This is A equals to 6, this is C and this is 68 degrees angle and this is 62 degrees angle. And now what we can do is, okay, 62 plus 68 plus angle A or BAC, BA and C equals to 180 degrees. Sum of interior angles of triangle. 68 plus 62 is 130 degrees. 130. 8 plus 2 is 10. 6 plus 6, 12 and 113 plus BAC equals to 180 degrees. And now shift 130 to other side. BAC equals to 180 minus 130 degrees, and which is equal to 50 degrees. So it means this angle, third angle, is 50 degree my here. And now in order to get value of AC, I will be taking this triangle. Now B upon sine B, which is equal to sine 62 degrees, B upon sine 62 degrees equals to 6 upon, and 6 is the face in front of 50 degree and angle A, sine 50 degrees. Really easy questions, okay? And now sine 62 degrees will give me 0.88294. B upon 0.8829 equals to 6 upon sine 50, and sine 50 will give me 0.766 and 7660, because next is 4, so I will be taking it as it is. Now we have to go for cross multiplication. B will be equal to 6 multiplied by 0.8829 upon 0.7660. So let me first multiply 6 by 0.8829, and this comes B equals to 5.2974 divided by 0.766 and 0 divided by 0.7660, and this gives me B equals to 6.915. So 6.92, and as the lengths are in meters, so I'll replace unit meters here. So B equals to AC, which is the first requirement of question, is 6.92 meters, okay? And this is the first requirement of the question. And the second requirement of the question is we have to find the area which is enclosed by AB, BD and AD. Okay, let me mark the part number here and let me draw a line so that I should not mix the solution with other part. Okay, now look, the question is asking for finding the area of this whole region. Now there are different ways of finding the area of this region. The triangle is not a right triangle, so we have to apply the formula for the area, that area of triangle equals to half A B and sine of C, area of oblique triangles. Now we can take any two sides which are given to us, and then we have to take the sine of the angle which is in between those two sides. We have the length B with us, we can find this whole answer, but the problem is that we do not have length C with us. Either I can go for the calculation of length C by applying sine law, and then I can make the use of AB side, AD side in sine 50 degrees. Or what we can do is we can see that the shape has basically two triangles with us. If I'm taking triangle ACB, AC and B, here we have a 68 degrees angle, and this is 6 meters and this is 6.92, okay? And if we take the triangle BC and D, okay, BC and D, here we have 6 meters, here we have 7.5, and I can get the value of this angle, and we can find the area of this figure by adding the area of triangle ABC and area of triangle BCD. So I will be preferring this way to find the area. Now is the problem first to find this angle. So for this angle I have to take away 68 from 180. 180 minus 68 will give me 112. Okay, this angle is 112 degrees. And now area of the region, area equals to area of triangle, BAC or BCA or ABC, whatever you want to write, ABC plus area of triangle B, C and D. Now for area of triangle ABC, what we have to do is half into 6 into AC, that is 6.92, 6.92. Let me make it multiplication sign because we are involving the decimal here, and sine 68 degrees plus half into 6 multiplied by 7.5 into sine 112 degrees. I hope you are clear. Now rest, just we have to calculate the value of sine 68 degrees and sine 112 degrees carefully with calculator, and sine 68 will give me sine 68 degrees is 0.9271. 0.927 half into 6 multiplied by 6.92 multiplied by 0.9272, 0.92718. That's why I'm taking 72 plus half into 6 multiplied by 7.5 multiplied by sine 112, sine 112, and close the bracket. This is 0.92718, 0.92, because sine of acute and obtuse are same, so this will also be 0.9272, 0.92 and 72. Now what we have to do, we have to get the product carefully. 0.6 multiplied by 6.92 multiplied by 0.9272. Okay, and this is 38.497344 divided by 2, and this gives me 19.2486.2486, so I can take it 0.25 and plus 6 multiplied by 7.5 multiplied by 0.9272, 6 multiplied by 7.5 multiplied by 0.9272, and this gives me 41, and I have to divide this answer by 2 as well. 6 multiplied by 7.5 multiplied by 0.9272 divided by 2. Okay, and this gives me 20.862, and then I have to add up 19.25 to this number, and this gives me 40.112. Okay, or I have to give my answer to 3 significant figures, so it will be 40.1, and the units are in meters, so it will be meter square because this is the area. Before winding up the solution, I have to recheck this calculation, and I always ask it to my students. So before winding up, you should check the calculation carefully. So let me check it. 6 multiplied by 6.92 multiplied by 0.9272 and divided by 2, that gives me 19.24, and then 6 multiplied by 7.5 multiplied by 0.9272, okay, and divided by 2 gives me 20 point, okay, and then I have to add 90.25. This is 40.1 meter square is the area of this whole figure. I hope you are clear about today's lesson, that how to find unknown lengths and angles and how to find the area of non-right triangle. Okay, for better understanding of next lesson, please you have to watch and practice this lesson well, because This is one of the important parts of your CIE examination paper. So before exams, you have to practice this concept well. Please watch my lessons, like, share, and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.